What's going on? What is going on? Yeah, we're live again.
Aloha, man. Aloha.
Bonjour, comment ça va?
Oh, okay. You just gonna switch it up. All right.
Yeah.
All right. I'll be sure to keep that in mind. Throw in some French. Throw in some. I don't know. I don't know if it's called Hawaiian or not.
Oh
Poly
yeah, what language do they speak? It's
Polynesian.
a good
Hawaiian.
question.
I'm not
Sure.
sure. I ain't sure. I ain't gonna
Well,
try
we're
to put a name on
here.
it. Yeah.
We're out here over 7 days with Mooncell and Remy
Mhm.
on the Mooncell Production YouTube channel, and it's been how long has it been, Remy? It's been almost 2 weeks.
Well, from the last. Yeah. I'm gonna say 2 weeks for sure. The only thing that changed. The only thing that changed on my end is this. Hold on. I should be able to show it. Can I show it? Oh man. Oh wait. No. This is how you do it.
Everything
That
is like,
yours is bigger than mine, but then the
ooh, is that a new logo?
yeah
Why
yeah
is it so small? I don't know.
right. Oh, there we go.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well.
Okay. I like it. It looks
Yeah.
really good.
Thank you very much, ma'am. Thank you very much.
Yeah, I love the futurism in it. It's like there's like a gear going on, technological, I like it. That's
I can only
good.
take half credit, to be honest with you. Uh, it was
Yeah,
it was made right now. I was like, Rim, like, do something, because I keep forgetting to do this, and she was like, I got you. So there
that's
you go.
so cool. It's really cool that just even having the description,
Yeah.
being able to communicate with AI, and then it being able to process the thought is
Mhm.
still really important to have imagination to now work with,
Oh my God,
you
bro.
know what I mean? Like, that's
Yes,
the
that
good
is
thing.
so true. So true. I got so many people that feel either just scared, they're on the defense about AI and everything else. And I'm like, in my mind, it's that simple how you just said it. Like you're the one behind it though. Like I know they have a lot of tools and they process information, but it starts up here. Like it's your imagination and how you make it, bro. So
Right.
yeah.
AI is just able to enhance it. And like that's I think the magic of it. Yeah, there's always gonna be some crazy like what's the word? Controversy of like how AI is operated or
Mhm.
who how it's even controlled, let's say.
Yeah. Yeah.
However,
Mhm.
evolution is inevitable, right?
Very true. Very true.
So we came here on our empty mind ish,
Oh
just
yeah, for sure.
like SZA from Good Days, the song. And
That's
like
crazy. I was
speaking
just
of
listening to
that,
that.
what are ways that you empty your mind?
Oh, okay. That's a
Speaking
good
of,
question. Um, what are ways I empty my mind? Okay. One is a cheat method. It's called sleep.
sleep,
Sleeping. Yes. Yes. The
rest.
easiest. The easiest one right there, boy. Because I know as soon as I wake up, at least nowadays, it takes like 30. at least to get the more common. This gonna sound weird, however I say it. To be honest with you, to get the more common version of me, which is the more in-depth, philosophical, breaking things down, like the analytical, that version of me kicks in about 30, 40 minutes after I wake up. So between that time, I'm empty, empty. Like I'm just a zombie. You getting one word answers from me. I'm not doing nothing. I'm sitting there probably staring at the sky, looking out the window. I have nothing to go on. After about 40 minutes, yeah, the Remy kicks in. Realizing energy made me. Yeah. That kicks in right then and there. But that's the cheat method is sleep. Aside from that, I like just building on things. I like allowing myself to engage with things that put me in more of a Remy space all the time. So I have certain playlists that I've made 6 years ago, 7 years ago, that is easy for me to just vibe off of because it just gives me my energy and not necessarily how older people would say, "Oh, I'm tired of that rap music." Like, I can't listen to rap all day, bro. I can't. I can't. Majority of it, I can't feed off of that energy. No way. It's bang bang, shoot 'em up, and I can't get with that mentally because I'm focusing on things that deliver value and growth. And I can get with the bang bang, shoot 'em up when I'm just chilling. I want to dance because I still dance behind the scenes still. So yeah, that's the easiest thing for me. Whatever can give me that Remy energy, I can feed off of that. But aside from that, it's just sleep.
I love that. I love that answer.
How about
That's
yourself?
I was honestly like I have to do things to release the like anything that has pressuring the mind or there's too much going on in the mind, like, and those things a lot of the time is either meditation. I think we spoke about this. I don't know who released that conversation, but whenever I feel like I'm just overwhelmed, I get into, a mode of meditation, whether it's like dark, like in my bathroom where I turn off the lights and I just sit and meditate, or I'm just meditating in my
Mm.
room and I just get into that zone because sometimes super overwhelming. Um,
Oh, okay.
and then also dance gets me in a certain trance as well. So I'm glad you brought that up because yeah, that's another way I'm able to like get back in my zone. And what else? Writing, like journaling,
Mm.
writing or writing music or something like that. That also helps a lot. And I know other like even going out for a walk, like when I'm like that happens, even though we should be walking like all the time or like exercising,
Yeah,
but
for sure.
when I feel super frustrated, I'll just go for a walk. And
Mm.
that in itself, it's all these things are so simple, but
Hmm.
yeah, those are like the main things that help me.
When it comes down to the walking, and I probably didn't think about it like like you said, walking is something simple we should be doing anyways, but I didn't really have the thought to put additional effort into walking because I spend so much time behind computer gaming or whatever it is, editing or whatever, just behind the desk, which is odd to me because I left the job that was behind the desk. But
Mhm.
anywho, when it comes down to the walking, is there a piece of that that is ever like, all right, I want to go walking, but I got to be prepared to go walking. I don't want this to happen while I'm walking because I'm comfortable walking, but then after I had like one or two incidents of just walking to like a mall that's literally like across the building, I mean across the parking lot from me and coming back, I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna walk the stairs in this building because I don't want an event such to happen like that again. Do you ever get barriers that put you in a place to where it's like, no, I'm not gonna go walking?
Um, that's a good question. I get those. Well, for me, when I'm going out walking, it'll be literally I'm just walking around the block a few times over and over again because I know the distance is literally just right by my house.
Mm,
Um, but when it's warm outside, that's when I get into, a zone or momentum. And I'm like, this 15-minute walk to the store, or it's like 20 minutes from my
mm,
house. I have to mentally prepare for something like that because I know,
mm.
okay,
Right,
this
right.
is a walk,
Mm-hmm.
you know?
Mm-hmm.
But sometimes I realize that for walking, like for me, it's like environment, dependent upon the environment
Mm,
and the amount of energy I have to do that much walking. So like I'm from the suburbs. So if I'm going downtown,
mm,
um, there's like an excitement based on environment because there's so much to look at or do downtown. Everything's right beside each other. Like,
yeah.
it doesn't feel like the walking so much until you get home. You're like, whoa, walk so much. So it's like,
Yeah. Yeah.
the environment kind of matters. But yeah, if I just need like a quick walk, I'll just go around my house, like around the block.
Mm. Okay. Yeah, okay. Maybe it's just me, maybe it's just me putting my own barriers in the way. And at the same time, I I end up challenging myself knowingly and unknowingly because I know that I think we talked about this before. That realm because of sickle cell is like I'm pushed to do it now. I gotta do it now 'cause I'm challenging myself. So it's like when the same way when I'm like in a crisis or whatever. It's like, okay, I'm in a crisis. This is life or death. All right, execute mode. A plus, A plus, A plus, A plus. No matter what, I'm going to get out of it. So yeah, that could be my own thing too. I like to challenge myself too much at times. So
No, I feel that. I feel that.
yeah, yeah.
I feel that. Like we definitely have that mental game a lot. And I think that's why it's important for us to always find ways to empty your mind. Like we came here
Mm,
and with our mind empty, but even
sure.
speaking about emptying the mind brings thoughts to us, and then
Yes.
talking about it makes us realize, okay, how do we?
You know what? I forgot one, and I don't know how I forgot this because it's probably the main reason why I'm here with an empty mind. A nice hot shower and my favorite album. Oh my god. I will be in there so long that it will turn to cold water. The slightest temperature change and I'm like, "Oh, it's getting cold. Now I really got to get up out of here cuz I done listened and sung this song probably about 5 or 6 times already." Yeah, that'll do it for me.
No, I'm so glad you said that because I was thinking the same thing with salt baths.
I have never had.
Oh man, a salt bath. I actually I'm planning to do one tonight because just kind of being aware of the next day, the weekend ahead and stuff. And I was like,
Mhm.
I told myself twice, at least twice a week, if I can get them in twice a week. But I've been doing like once or so.
Mhm. Mhm.
And they are amazing because salt is very cleansing, you know what I mean? And it also helps to detoxify your body and things. It's very relaxing, even Epsom salt. But yeah,
Yeah.
salt baths are really good.
How does that? How does you just use regular table salt? Like I've heard it. I don't know nothing about it though. I'm just being honest with you.
No, so you can use sea salt, Epsom salt.
Okay.
I have kosher salt right now, so I'm going to use that. Celtic salt, Himalayan salt.
Okay.
You can use baking soda.
Oh, word.
Um, yeah, baking soda is a really great detoxifier.
Okay.
Um, but yeah, it is, and of course, after you soaking in a salt bath, you want to rehydrate yourself, right? So like you would drink water after, but it's very great for the body. It's great for the joints too. Like if you use Epsom salt,
Mhm.
it's great for the joints.
Okay. Okay. All right. I'm gonna try that in the future. Probably not while it's still cold in my area right now, but as the leaves continue to, reveal themselves on these trees, I'll work into it.
Yeah, it's really great. I actually like I do it a lot too in the winter because of the cold, like just to warm up the joints and bring that
Okay.
warmth in. But
Okay.
yeah, it's really good. So yeah, so glad you brought up hot showers with some good music too. Yeah.
Man, for sure. What's your album? If like what are you listening to? Not like right now, but like what's your routine in regards to album? What album are you choosing? What songs you're playing over and over again?
Oh man, there's so many. It's like a whole world. Let's go into that world. And honestly,
Okay.
like I am everywhere with music. Um,
Yes, for sure.
so everywhere, like so everywhere that I would have to just go to my song, press shuffle. But I have some songs on my. It's so crazy that you're talking about like gay music and stuff because there's sometimes I'm like I just push the shuffle on my library and I'm
Mhm.
like, oh, I don't even rock with this song like that anymore. Like it's just not fun.
Oh, right.
So I've been
Right.
kind of like cleaning up my library, but
Okay. I ain't mad
I
at that.
I love so many different kinds of music. But there's a song that I can listen to over and over and over and over again. There's a lot of songs like that, but the first one that's coming to mind
Mhm.
is Frank Ocean Nights.
Okay, I know Frank Ocean. Nights.
Yeah,
New or old? Is that new or old?
that's it's old. I mean, he
Okay.
hasn't really released music from a while, but he I think it's from his Blonde album, which was from 2016. So it's
Oh, okay, okay.
been
I probably heard it before already then.
but that
Gonna play
song
it.
has like three different songs in it in the song, and it's like
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
it's really good. Check it out. Write it down.
Oh, I actually, you know what?
um, but yeah, anything Frank Ocean definitely.
All right.
I love my old school R&B as well. Like
Oh my
my
God.
yeah, right, like old school, and then even like 90s, early 2000.
Yep.
Um,
Yep.
like Jagged
Oh
Edge
my.
was like my favorite R&B
Ooh, I
group.
ain't heard that in so long. Oh
Right?
my
That's
God.
what I'm saying. Like, which
Mm.
that's why I love music because it really is something that can be healing, right?
Yeah.
It
y-
doesn't
y-
always have to be negative or like again have the
Right.
same environment.
Right.
It-
I actually had to stop. I had to stop myself. I had to stop myself from listening to old school is definitely a genre that I love. Old school is definitely because it brings the dancer out in me, and for that exact reason, I had to stop myself
Mhm.
because being in the shower or the tub, it's hot. Dehydration is kind of kicking in a little bit, and then you're exerting a lot of extra energy. By the time I get out, I'm low key going into a crisis. I done did way too much in this shower, in this tub, bro. Mm-mm. I had to stop. I said, no, I can't listen to this type of music when I'm trying to relax. And I actually switched to lo-fi because of that. So when it come down
Mm.
to shuffling certain things, that's probably the the playlist that's getting shuffled nonstop. I've made several over the past 6 or 7 years, had a radio station and focused on nothing but lo-fi and made sure that majority of them had artists by the name of Shiloh Dynasty featured in them. And I was like, bro, that person still a mystery to this day, but that person will live on forever. If they're, I don't even know what the heck they're doing right now because they're still a mystery. So
Yeah, I love
yeah,
lo-fi. Lo-fi is so relaxing. Or
yeah.
even like I'll do like a what's it called? Coffee jazz cafe on YouTube. Like,
Coffee Jazz Cafe. I think I've heard
yeah.
that. I think you told me about that before, actually.
Yeah, and it's so lovely. Like it's just such a vibe, like especially if you're like just journaling
Yeah,
or writing or chilling, like, you know.
yeah,
Um,
yeah.
yeah, music, there's so much variety with that. And that's why I think that's another way to empty the mind based on what type of music you're listening to. Like, as long as it's like, again, good message or good frequencies or it actually
Yes,
helps you to relax, like,
yes,
you know,
yes,
that's important. And then of course you have the hype music too, because you're gonna need to shape shift your modes. Like, hello,
mm-hmm.
Remy, duh,
Yep.
let me know. So it's like, you know,
That's
like and the hype music as well. But yeah, like
yeah.
it's
That
one of
you
those
saying
things.
that actually reminds me of a conversation. I'm over here shuffling the thought-provoking cards. You know, it's a lot of them. I'm just shuffling them because we're going to use them. But in regards to what you just said, I remember just saying that to my sister. Not yesterday, the day before yesterday, because I don't be keeping up with time like that. It's whenever I go to sleep and it's whenever I wake up. And I was talking. Oh no, it might have been a cousin actually, where I was saying that because of the mood or what comes with music and understanding our body, especially if your body, even though I like to say vessel, if your vessel is a sensitive, more sensitive vessel than other people, especially those who might have a health situation like ourselves, we're more sensitive to certain energy and information and whatnot. And I'm like, bro, I'm so picky. I've learned to be so picky with like who can visit me when I'm sick because I know for me personally, I know that when I'm in the hospital and I'm going to be there for like a week to 2 weeks, maybe even longer, my body is so sensitive that by the time I get out the hospital and I feel like I'm in like second stage recovery mode, I'm aware of the fact of, oh, wait a minute, something's a little bit off. Oh man, that person that came and visit me, some of that energy is now kind of quote unquote locked within me because how I see it is depending on who is visiting me, depending on what's going on, the environment that I'm around, and in this said case, we're in the hospital, we're in the bed, we're kind of just locked in this environment. So the only thing we have control over is like our room or our section of the room. So I look at it as, all right, I'm sick and vulnerable, so my body is just open to energy and information because it needs to be open in regards to start the healing process all over again. And because of that, I've had certain people visit me and then I'll be like, wait a minute, that wasn't a part of me at all. When I came in the hospital, I was like, oh, you know what? Energy and information can be locked within me because the body is healing itself. And as it's slowly healing itself, it's slowly like kind of zipping itself back up properly or stitching
Mm.
itself together. And then I'm like, oh, okay, that person can't visit me no more. I'm good. I'll see them out there in the real world. I'm good. No, we can't do that. And then I started to understand it was like, oh, wait a minute. That's the greatest improvement ever because now I'm healing, but now I feel like I'm super healing because the specific individuals that I've allowed myself to be around when I'm healing is no longer a detriment to my healing process. Like, yo, that's fire, bro. So I'm out here just holding on to information I didn't really know I had control over until now.
Wow.
So that's the same way I look at music. It's the exact same way. All of that get locked into you and you be like, hold up, wait a minute, how'd that happen? Well, you was probably damaged when you was listening to it. You was listening to your favorite R&B song crying about your heartbreak, but your heartbreak, you're broken. So you're dumping all of that into you. How about trying this one instead? You know,
Mm.
that's just my view of it. So Yeah, I
Yeah,
said
because
that to my sis.
it's so true because music can trigger a memory, and
Mm-hmm.
whether it's a good or bad memory, like they
Yep.
utilize music even for people with like Alzheimer's or dementia, things like that,
Yep.
and they'll
Yep.
remember that time. So yeah, looking at it like that when it comes to energetic ways of how things are, how we receive energy, like that is important, especially when we're dealing with the hospital stuff. I remember like just times when I just didn't want to really talk to anyone. And it's like, I'm not even
Mm.
trying to be rude. Like, I just
Right.
thank you for calling and checking in and stuff. But it's just that intimate isolation that we know about,
Yep.
know good and well
Yep.
about all of that.
People will feel a certain way and be like, I mean, come on, let's be real with each other. You couldn't handle visiting me no way. Every time you saw me, you was in tears, knees buckling. Stay home. The other people, I mean, let's be real. You wouldn't come in no way. I mean, I'll see you out there. I ain't gonna feel the way. I'm not holding on to that energy. I'm not feeling regretful. What I look like feeling like, oh man, you ain't come visit me. And then when you think about it, if you flip the image, they're coming to see somebody in kind of a horrible situation multiple times because this is a part of their life. Nah, I'm gonna stay back, homie. I'm gonna support you on the outside because I can't deal with what's going on the inside. So
Mm.
I mean, come on, it's fair game to me. It ain't no big deal. I don't hold it. I don't hold it that deep to me. It's not that serious. Let me heal. Let me do me, and I'll be back out there doing me again. Okay.
Yeah, I feel that. And it's like, it's the other way around for me that I've experienced, and I had to just let it go because I've been emotional at times with people in my life, and it's the people that they check for you, but I think realizing a part of me had to heal the part where people didn't check for me when I'm out of the hospital, like that when I'm
Mm.
good, like
Okay.
like that. Okay, you're good, like, or how are you doing type of thing, and then some of them not even checking for me in the hospital because they're like, whatever, like, it's just something
Mm.
they can't handle, but realizing that literally, like, outside of the hospital, I would rather work on that connection rather
Mhm.
than seeing me in that state
Yeah.
or waiting for me to be in that state.
Mm.
And it probably comes from like just the invisibility again with our disability. So
Mhm.
just growing that connection outside of the hospital and growing in that way. When it gets
Mm.
like, I don't know, to me it gets emotional because it's like I understand,
No, no, yeah, for sure.
like,
It definitely does. I don't got nothing to say against that, to be honest. And that might be for two reasons. One, I'm a Capricorn.
yeah.
I'm so good at just detaching from anything and anyone at any moment and not care. But at the same time, I also understand the second thing. At the same time, I also understand that the things that I might look at as something serious to care about and actually put effort in, that could just be a part of my makeup. And my makeup doesn't live within everybody the same way. And that part, I just got to be real, because there's been plenty of moments I've had that same thing, and it went down the whole depression lane multiple times. And after so many times, I just be like, man, listen, they ain't built like me. Moving on. F it. All
And
I did.
you gotta learn those aspects. I think it's balance for sure. Like,
Yeah,
we all
yeah.
don't want to be super stonewall, but then at the same time, you don't want to be a doormat or like,
Right.
make people treat you a certain way. So yeah, I
Yeah,
love that
yeah.
about you because people need to learn all aspects to that. And then again, us in the hospital is just such a vulnerable moment.
Oh no,
We
for
don't
sure.
want everyone there, and like
Man,
that's
for
that's
sure.
another thing. So
Yeah,
it's respect to the ones that are there, willing to be there, or like, willing to care for us in that way, because I do appreciate those moments for
yeah.
sure.
Same. And everybody, like you just said, we don't want to feel like, that doormat. They have no clue. Even those that we know are true and there for us every single time, if not majority of the time, as long as it's over 50% in my mind, I'm like, all right. But they have no clue to how many times we've actually one felt vulnerable and still feel like we're being walked on just as a patient through medical professionals. So they have no clue to that, and it's like, bro, that disrespect is through the roof. So when we're in that mode and fed up, and then we get it again by other people that are not that, hey man, y'all just gonna catch a missile. However y'all catch a missile, I don't think nobody can catch a missile, but this missile you gonna catch it. So I get it.
Oh, bad. Yeah, it's a lot to juggle.
Yeah, for sure,
A
for
lot to
sure.
juggle. And the ones that were there from like the beginning, like, they can they know where we're at. All right.
Hmm.
I'm gonna get some more water. So if you
Okay,
wanna get ready for the provoking thought segment, we'll be back after
sound
these
good.
messages.
All right, all right. You're not here yet, but I'm gonna shuffle these cards one more time. One more time. It's a lot of cards. It's a lot of cards for me to be shuffling. And they still ain't broke in just shit. I've had these cards for some years. And they over here not shuffling like they still brand new. I'm like, I'm gonna need y'all to get it together. I'm gonna need y'all to relax. Okay? I need y'all to relax so I can shuffle y'all properly. Cause that is not happening for your boy. Oh, also, just want to throw this in here. R.E.M.E is it is realizing energy made me. See, you see the M-E at the end? I just chose the E. So technically, if people saying is REM, no, it's REM-E. I'm choosing the E because it's that. I don't like the R.E.M.M. I don't like REM. No, not good enough for me at all. Not even a little bit. So that's what I'm going with. Plus, it don't sound right for the deeper meaning, the true meaning, the origin meaning. Remy, like Gambit from X-Men. His real name, yeah, him. That guy. That's where it really comes from.
I was laughing at myself because I'm like, we'll be back after these messages. And there were like no messages. We will have commercials
Oh, that's all right.
eventually.
We'll have some. Because as soon as you did it, you gave me ideas. I was like, check, copy, say no more. All right, we good now. I
We
got
are.
got some on the left and I got some on the right. On the left, the first card is green. On the right, it's red. Yeah, it's red.
I choose left green for 500.
Oh, well, I wish I had 500 to get you. All right, two questions. You can either choose one answer, or if you feeling it, just go. You can answer both. You do you. How much physical? All right, these are random, by the way. I just want to let people know that these are thought-provoking type cards. They're not strictly sickle cell based, but in my mind, I'm like, I could make it into a sickle cell answer or whatever. But anywho, I just want to get that out the way, just in case the questions sound crazy. If it's too crazy, I ain't gonna read it no way. How much? Okay, how much physical contact do you have with others? Hugs, handshakes, pats on the back, etc. Second question: how do you greet and say goodbye to your friends and family? A handshake, hug, etc. All right.
It's so random.
Right.
It depends on the environment, but sometimes I'll shake their hand if I'm like
Okay.
meeting someone, or if it's like more formal or like business like. Yeah, nice to meet you. I don't know the proper way to shake hands, but I do it.
Okay.
Um,
Okay.
if it's um if it's more like family friend like, or family, or however, I usually do hugs where like I've always been a side hug person,
Mm.
unless it's
Mm.
like someone I'm with, like that's
Right. Right.
totally
Right.
different. But that's just the thing I've always done, even as a child, just side hugs. Um,
Okay.
and I guess this question does say a lot about people, because some people are probably like big huggers, or like,
No, for
but
sure. For sure.
I think I'm like an ambivert. It depends on the person. I don't want to like hug someone if they don't want to be hugged, or like, you know what I mean? So
Right. Okay. So you're mostly just trying to be aware of the person and the environment and making the best decision you feel it is for the particular situation or person.
yeah, like yeah, exactly. Because like, especially
Okay.
let's say I remember even growing up, like just family members saying, "Oh, hug, auntie, or hug your uncle, or hug whoever," and it's like maybe the child doesn't even. It's not. They're not even in the
Right.
mood, you know.
Right.
So it's like
Facts.
even with children, like they'll come and hug me, and I'm like, okay, I'll give you a hug, But it's like when it comes to, again, family or friends, or I guess it all depends. But like if it's friends, usually it's a hug goodbye. Um, with formal things, yeah, handshake.
Right.
Um,
Okay.
yeah.
I'm mad at that. Um, I'm laughing and snickering because people who know me know what my answer to this is. Um, don't touch me. Like, don't touch me. I don't want a hug. I appreciate you from afar. I'll give you a little dap, maybe a handshake. You know what? Like my male cousins, yeah, like we'll do a dap, one arm, the man thing or whatever. But the whole hugging, even the side hug, definitely a kiss. No, 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 no. Auntie kiss. I don't care what it is. No, don't touch me. I don't know where you been, your hands been, or none of that. I've always been that person. So my family know it don't even matter what it is. The only person I think I ever like really allow regularly would be like my grandparents, when they were here or whatnot. But outside of that, everybody know, no, don't touch me. You're not coming over here to give me a hug, and they'll try to mess with me because they know how I am. I'm like, bruh,
Mm. Or you don't like it, like so.
mm-mm, nah,
No, that's respect. I respect that. I
yeah.
feel that.
Like I feel
Okay.
like it's an invasion in a way. When I'm dating, that's the same. I'm the same way because in
Mhm.
my head, I'm like, this is me. This is my body. Everything within arm reach is my space. So if
Yeah.
I'm not giving you permission to be all lovey-dovey, huggy, touchy, man, chill out, bro. Like we good. You ain't got to do all that. So that's just me though.
So your love language is not touch.
It is not. It is not, bro. It is not. No. No, it's not.
Good to know. Uh, you got to know people's love languages, because
Mm, yeah,
I
I
think
don't
it's
even know what are those categories. I've heard that through my
um.
entire life. What's the
Let me just
categories?
look all of them up so that I don't miss them, because life be changing, and who knows if there's seven more new ones and I don't even know.
You know.
Okay, so the five love languages are words of affirmation, quality time, physical touch, acts of service, and receiving gifts. So I'm just gonna
Okay.
say it in my own words. I know there's a professional out there that would say it in more of a doctrine way. But
Yeah.
like words of affirmation is really like, you know, maybe your loved one's going for a job and they are just feeling a little like they don't believe in themselves. And he's like, no, you got this,
Mm,
man. Like you're so intelligent. You know. So words of affirmation in that way.
yeah.
Quality time is literally just spending time. Like that's it. Like
Mhm.
just,
Mhm.
physical
Okay.
touch, hugs, the things that you literally do not want. Um, acts of service is like let's say like your person or whatever, like their room's messy, they've been like busy all day or busy all week and they just hadn't got time to cleaning up their putting
Mm.
things tidying things up. Maybe you'll do that for them, or like
Oh yeah.
you'll go and give them a coffee or something, or like things like that. And then
Okay.
receiving gifts
Is
like
receiving gifts. Yeah.
yeah, so yeah,
Okay.
those are
Are
like
those? Okay. See, now you got me thinking. Like now. Okay. So if somebody had, okay, let me try not to remify this. Let me try to keep it simple. So let's say I have one particular thing in that category that is, you know, focused for me towards like, all right, yeah, that thing I do enjoy. Does that also mean I enjoy providing that same thing on the other end for somebody else?
oh, like the things that you love doing for yourself, is it what?
Is it is that the same thing for me doing for someone else? So like even though I don't want, not the negative to positive. So for the things of the words of affirmation, that's just natural for me with a lot of people.
Oh, that's a good question because like with the love languages, so it's what you recall want from somebody,
Yeah.
right? But they say a lot of the times that the love languages that someone has
Mm.
is a reflection of the like what they didn't get. Like
Oh.
so
Oh.
if um
Okay.
so yeah, if they love quality time, it's probably because maybe growing up they just,
Mm.
you know
Yes.
what I
Okay.
mean? And then
Yes.
the other way
Yeah.
around, doing the actual love language, that's another thing where it's like, again, understanding what that person is asking
Okay.
for. So like if
Okay.
you know yours, then that person would understand yours. So but yeah, it was a discovery of like usually like if you want gifts, it's because you never got that many gifts or like no one's
Got
ever,
you.
so
Okay.
yeah, it's
All
like I
right.
think it's definitely about fulfillment in some way, which a lot of us are looking for in some regard.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, okay. I can get with that. I can understand that then. That makes sense. Because the affirmation thing, like I said, that's natural for me. But out of all of those things, if I had to choose one, the quality time thing is a big thing for me for sure.
Yeah.
Like I like solidarity. It doesn't necessarily mean somebody got to be there, but if you want to be there, you can. I like that. I do like that. But at the
Yeah.
same, I mean, not but it's going along with what you said because I feel like I only gained that because one, sickle cell in the hospital, you get that nonstop, and over time you just learn that there's certain disciplines you end up learning going through your own journey and reflecting on it. But two, because my dad was in the military, we traveled all the time. So I'm meeting people all the time. I got siblings, and it's like I got relationships. I don't have relationships. That's my friend. Oh, he's my best friend. Oh, okay. I like him. We're cool. Oh, she's cool. Okay, whatever. I'm tired of people. And then it's like solidarity time. So I get it.
Yeah.
I get it now. All right.
Yeah. I feel that. Yep. I feel that too. With
Woo.
me, it's quality time is one of mine because I'm an only child, so naturally I
Mm.
love quality time, spending quality time, and then also with sickle cell because of the isolation periods that we experience. Yeah, I really appreciate quality time, and then physical touch is literally like maybe 2 times a week or something like just with anything because like I really love. I was the only child syndrome, or maybe again it ties into the isolation and stuff, but yeah, that's my first one's always been quality time. And then other people that again have other ones, I really love that people know that that's what they um require, because it helps people even understand who they're with, like who they're partnering with, or who they're, doesn't even have to be just about partners or relationship. It could be friends, it could be, family, just in the way of what they are asking for.
Right.
But yeah, I don't know who made it up,
I
but
don't know
but
either. I just heard it.
it's an interesting thing, because a lot of us do have that thing that we do for ourselves. I think another thing that I was looking into with it though is that it's what you do a lot for yourself too. Like, because you don't
Mm,
get that from other people. So it's like
yes,
you need to do that for yourself. So I'm like, yeah, I spent a
I
lot of
agree.
quality time with myself again with those isolation moments. But
Yes, yes, yes,
yeah.
yes. I agree. Okay, I was not trying to get that personal. I mean, it happened. It happened. Okay, it happened.
No, I mean, hey, it's interesting because there's so much that we can relate to when it comes to sickle cell that like makes us realize, oh shoot, like yeah, we really know a little bit about what isolation means, and it's not
Mm,
always a good thing, but we've learned so much to being in that space, so we can talk about
mm-hmm.
it and relate it back to something like love languages, like so random, you know what I mean? So
Right, right.
yeah.
That's actually what I like most about at least our connection, our vibe, because it's going to start somewhere and it's going to end somewhere completely different, but it's still value no matter how, somebody else may choose to dissect it or consume it. So that's dope. All right, that was just one card. Okay, we didn't even do a second card. I'm gonna do a second card now. I'm gonna do the other one. I'm gonna do the red one. It says how judgmental. Okay, it's going on 47 minutes. Also, we'll stop at 50, or you want to stop after this card.
Oh yeah, you can stop at 50. We'll probably make it to 50 minutes with this card, so we're good.
Right, 'cause I'm like, you know how this go.
Right?
Um, how judgmental are you is one question, and the other one is who has always been there for you. That is crazy how that just come full circle. Okay,
You want to answer first?
I can answer how judge. Hmm, I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna just be honest with you. If I was asked that question maybe 8 years ago, I would have a clear cut, unremified answer. By remified answer. But because I mean you're dealing with present day Remy, how judgmental am I? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Somebody else would have to tell me. I don't know. I don't know. I I I dissect and analyze too much everything. So and it's not even in a way to where like I'm judging. I'm not seeking something to judge someone or something on. I'm dissecting and analyzing things in regards to picking up patterns and habits that are in place, and through patterns and habits I can identify value a lot easier that way, because it's like, all right, that's a thing. Okay, value in that might be a little less, but when this comes into play because my patterns and habits with their patterns and habits, ooh, that's value right there. Okay, I can make this work. Like this can be this. Like that's just how I am. So I'm not really judging, but somebody else would have to tell me that. I honestly don't know. I honestly don't know. I don't know. I don't know.
Okay, okay. That's fair.
I'm
Um,
being honest.
for myself, I would say growing up, and then yeah, growing up, my youth, like early 20s and stuff. I lacked judgment. I lacked
Word?
judgment. And then, yeah, and then I started
Okay.
judging myself, which made me start judging others just naturally. I think that's what happened. Like sometimes when we're judging others, I think it's because we're judging ourselves. But for me, I started judging myself and becoming more hyper vigilant, which made me start judging the world more. And then I had to come back and be like, oh shoot, I'm judging or like being hyper vigilant or like doing this because I have things to look about within myself. So
Mm,
then it like allowed me to realize, okay, now when I want to judge something, is it because I'm just like discerning a situation and it's like, my spirit and attack that, so I'll just walk away? Or is it
mm,
like um something that I'm just judging because it's my opinion or like, whatever. So
okay.
yeah, I was like a late bloomer with it. But then when I say a lot of judgment, it's not like I never judge. It's just that never I never allowed myself to like care about opposing opinions or
Right.
like I just took a stance to whatever what was said and then like later down the line I started judging because like I was seeing so much about the world or like different things. So then it brought me back to me. And then I was like,
Mm,
okay, I don't have to judge anything anymore really because
okay.
like what's the point? Like we're all kind of I
Facts,
can't say
bro.
we're all hypocritical, but we do have that hypocrisy sometimes to us if we're not aware.
Right.
So yeah,
Yeah.
it led me back to like, okay, yeah, I don't really need to focus on that.
Yeah. I can't. Okay, two things. One, actually, it's a lot going on in my brain right now. But but I'm gonna go backwards and hopefully everything else just fades away because I'm not gonna do anything with that information if I don't say it here anyways. Okay, hypocritical. I cannot. I don't know. I don't know why that word exists. It does not make sense to me because I feel like, bro, if you would, in my mind, I look at that word as like a mirror. It's not just whatever I'm doing and what's going on that's being reflected of me and what I can do, but there's still the other side of the mirror that I can't necessarily see, but I know can be done and be executed upon. So it's really just come down to my understanding of, all right, so just because I might be saying or doing something doesn't mean I'm qualified to actually be a part of that engagement in some way. You get what I'm saying?
Mhm.
I don't get that because I would feel like wise men and women, if we want to go back to times, the times, I'm not going to choose the period, the times, wise men and women, how are they accepted in regards to just giving, helpful words of just encouragement or insight, whatever it might be, and you don't even know if they're qualified in saying that for any reason. It's just the power of their words in that said moment as you're receiving it. So the hypocritical component kind of just negates the value of any execution and thought. And that sucks to me because I'm like, I don't like that. Whatever the value is, that's what the value is. It should never be negated because it's true value. I don't like that. I just don't like that word because of that. Um, Aside from that, I would have never thought anybody would say I lack judgment early on. That is a surprising statement. That is probably the most purest statement I've ever heard in a long time as well. I'm like, wow. And then the way you broke it down of how that came to be, where you started reflecting it internally first before you allow yourself to be external with it, but still aware of it.
No, no, no. I externalized it and then I had to come back in
Okay,
and be
okay. It
like,
was
wait,
okay. Yeah,
yeah,
like wow. Wow.
yeah.
That's that's something. That's something. Because I definitely would have thought that would have been a characteristic or whatever it is that was in place as a kid, but no, you can actually be that way and not be judgmental, whatever, with anything in any way whatsoever. So
Yeah, kids don't children don't judge. Like they're just honest.
exactly, exactly, exactly.
And even like as teenagers, you kind of you get your personality, and then you have your own opinions or opposing thoughts. But it's like after a certain age, that's when you're told to like you have to do things this way, or like if you didn't do it this
Mhm.
way, or like certain repentance energies that religion has, like
Mhm.
it brought me into judgment. So it's like, oh, this is judgment. This is oh, like then it's like, oh shit, then you judging yourself. So it's like shit.
Right. Right. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I wonder what the purest person looks like. Like in regards to the kids thing, I wonder if there has ever really been somebody who can just stay mentally and internally in that kid safe space without interference from the outside and then continue to live life as an adult. I wonder what that person looks like, or even if that's possible.
Yeshua.
Uh, you're
Definitely.
saying words I was thinking in my head, but I was like, I ain't gonna go there. But yeah.
No, I mean, if we go
Hmm.
there, we're gonna be here for another hour. But
Exactly. Exactly.
but like no, realistically, I think we all have that quality, and then we got some of like we just got hurt or traumatized or like
Yeah.
whatever. So
Something
it
took a
just
toll, and we recognized it and acted accordingly, and then we realized what we acted upon. It's like, oh, so I'm a piece of that. I bet.
yeah, real talk.
Yeah. All right, we good. That was two cards. Lord Jesus.
That was great.
Hmm.
We always
I like it. I
we
learned
always
something.
flow. We always get our flow on.
Always, bro. I will never doubt it. I don't care what it is. That's why I was more than comfortable coming here empty minded. I'm like, bruh, empty minded or not, it's gonna happen.
Right? I'm so
It's
glad
gonna
it
happen.
did because it helps me even set up for the week, like our conversations, which we are really grateful to have here on Moon Cell Productions. This is over 7 days. And we are, of course, we had 2 weeks where, we didn't do the live. But however, we strive to
Yeah.
come here every Sunday at 9 p.m. for our radio broadcasting here on over 7 days. And we're always going to bring the topic. So stay tuned for more. I
Indeed.
am Moonso.
I am Remy.
See y'all on the next. We'll see y'all soon.
Adios.